And what is being called a landmark judgment by the U.S. Supreme Court, it will now be tougher for the minorities in America to challenge the electoral map as racially discriminatory under the Civil Rights Act. Now, let's give you some context to this. The Voting Rights Act is often touted as the crown jewel of U.S. civil rights movement. The law prohibits electoral maps, which could undermine the clout of minority voters. Now, this led to the use of race-conscious data in redistricting to protect the voting power of minorities and ensure their representation. But the provision now stands diluted as the U.S. Supreme Court struck down Louisiana's electoral map that aimed to create an additional black majority district. The decision is being held by Republicans while Democrats are planning to challenge it.
Today's decision by this illegitimate Supreme Court majority strikes a blow against the Voting Rights Act and is designed to undermine the ability of communities of color all across this country to elect their candidate of choice. But we're not here to step back, we're here to fight back.
Now, one side in America is calling race-conscious redistricting as racist, while the other side calls it an important tool to provide electoral power in the hands of minorities. Well, former U.S. President Barack Obama criticized the ruling, saying it will systematically weaken the voting power of racial minorities. Well, on the other hand, Donald Trump hailed the ruling and called it a big win for equal protection under the law. The Supreme Court's decision comes amid ongoing redistricting battle where Republicans and Democrats are trying to redraw electoral maps in their strongholds to get additional seats in the Congress.
I would. I mean, it depends. I mean, some states don't need to redraw, and some do. I mean, I know what the concept of the rule. I just haven't seen the result. Yeah, I would say generally, I would think that they would want to do it. Some are greatly helped, and some, it didn't make much difference. Yeah, I would say they would do that. They have time to do it.
U.S. heads to midterm elections in November this year, when the Republicans will try to save their thin majority, while Democrats are trying to flip the balance of power at the Capitol. Well, both sides are trying to achieve their aims by changing electoral maps. And the question is, whom will it actually help?